Have you ever wondered why some men can walk into a room, barely say a word, and still make women curious, while others try every pickup line, every strategy, every trick in the book, and still end up ignored or ghosted? It's not because the first guy is better looking, or richer, or smoother. It's because he carries something rare. And today, we're going to talk about that rare thing, the real secret women respond to, and why it has almost nothing to do with what most men think foreplay is. This is not about buying flowers, or saying the right things, or learning bedroom techniques. This is about becoming a man whose very presence excites, calms, and attracts without effort. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, I promise you, you will never see dating, attraction, or even yourself the same way again. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. I want you to watch this entire video, because what I'm about to share is not just dating advice. It's a mindset shift that can change your love life forever. Now, let me take you into a story. There was a man named Daniel. Daniel wasn't a bad guy. He worked hard, took care of his body, and had a few good friends. But when it came to women, he kept running into the same problem, and it was slowly destroying his confidence. He would meet a woman, things would start off fine, but then his anxiety would creep in. He'd text too often, he'd overthink every word she said. He'd cancel plans with his friends just to be available for her. And without fail, she would slowly lose interest. The silence after she stopped replying was deafening. Daniel sat in his apartment one night, staring at his phone, waiting for a reply that never came. He felt like he was in a cage built out of his own thoughts. That night, he stumbled across a quote that would change everything. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Marcus Aurelius. Daniel didn't fully understand it at first, but something about it hit him in the chest. He realized he had been living like a leaf in the wind, blown around by texts, dates, and women's moods. His happiness rose and fell with every interaction. He was living as if his sense of worth depended on someone else's approval. And that night, he decided no more. This is where Daniel's transformation began. And this is where yours can begin too. Because here's the truth. The best foreplay for women isn't physical. It isn't even verbal. It's the man you become. It's the calmness in your eyes when she tests you. It's the strength in your silence when you don't need to fill every moment with words. It's the way you move slowly, speak with certainty, and carry yourself like a man whose happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. Women feel this. They feel it in their nervous system. They feel safer, more excited, and more drawn to you because you are rare. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." That's where Daniel started. He stopped letting women's behavior decide how he felt. At first, it was hard. When a woman didn't reply right away, Daniel would feel the urge to double text. His old self would whisper, "Maybe she's losing interest. Fix it before she's gone." But instead of acting on that impulse, Daniel paused. He remembered Marcus's words. He realized the pain wasn't from her silence. It was from the story he was telling himself about her silence. And so, he chose a different story. He put the phone down, went for a run, and reminded himself, "My peace is mine." This was his first taste of power. Over time, Daniel began to notice something. When he stopped reacting out of fear, women started treating him differently. They respected him more. They leaned into him more. They were more curious about him. Because women can sense when a man is desperate for validation. And they can sense when a man is rooted in himself. This is the first key lesson. Lesson 1. Master your mind before you seek to master women. If you want women to respond to you differently, you have to respond to yourself differently first. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." If your only ambition is to win her attention, she will sense that and lose respect. But if your ambition is greater, if you are building a meaningful life, if you have direction, purpose, and things you care about beyond her, she feels that too. And that, my friend, is magnetic. Daniel didn't stop there. He started journaling every morning, writing out his thoughts just like Marcus Aurelius did in Meditations. He asked himself hard questions. Why do I feel I need her approval? What am I building with my life? What does it mean to me to be a good man? Slowly, he started to see patterns. He saw that his anxiety wasn't about women, it was about his fear of being alone. His fear of not being good enough. And by facing those fears, he became calmer. Lesson 2. Emotional self-control is the ultimate foreplay. Most men think foreplay starts in the bedroom. But for women, foreplay begins the moment they meet you. Your tone of voice, your eye contact, your ability to stay grounded when things don't go your way, all of that is foreplay. Daniel practiced this. When a woman teased him, instead of getting defensive, he smiled. When plans fell through, instead of sulking, he said, "No problem," and went on with his day. When a date was late, instead of blowing up her phone, he enjoyed his drink and let her come to him. This calmness made women feel more attracted, not less. Because when you are unshakable, you become the rock in a storm, and that is exactly what women crave. Marcus Aurelius said, "Be like the promontory against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it." That is who you must become. Lesson 3. Detach from outcome. Daniel realized that every time he obsessed over where things were going, with a woman, he killed the attraction. Marcus reminds us, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. So Daniel stopped worrying about the future. He stopped asking, "Will she like me forever?" and started asking, "Am I showing up as the man I want to be right now?" This detachment created space for attraction to grow naturally. Lesson 4. The power of silence. Daniel used to fill every pause with nervous chatter. But he started practicing silence, letting moments breathe, letting her talk more, letting his presence do the work. At first, it felt uncomfortable. But then he noticed something. Women opened up more. They shared deeper things. They felt more connected. Because silence, when paired with strong presence, is powerful foreplay. Lesson 5. Cultivate purpose. Women are drawn to men who are going somewhere. Marcus Aurelius lived his life for duty and purpose. Even as emperor, he saw himself as a servant of Rome. When Daniel committed to his own mission, starting a side business, improving his health, building something meaningful, women could feel it. His energy changed. He was no longer just another man chasing validation. He was a man with gravity. Lesson 6. Stop performing. Start being. Daniel used to put on an act around women, pretending to be cooler, funnier, more agreeable. But Marcus wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." When Daniel stopped performing and started just being, women trusted him more. Because nothing is more attractive than authenticity. Over months of practicing these lessons, Daniel transformed. He became calmer, more grounded, more confident. And when he finally met a woman who truly saw him, he didn't rush. He didn't perform. He didn't give away his power. He simply lived in alignment with his values. And she felt safe enough to open her heart. This was the biggest lesson of all. The best foreplay is not something you do to a woman. It's the man you become for yourself. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this. When you become a man who no longer needs a woman to validate him, she feels free to choose you. That freedom is intoxicating for her. And once you embody that truth, you will never chase again. So, here's my challenge for you. For the next 30 days, journal daily. Observe your thoughts. When emotions rise, pause and breathe. When you feel the urge to overtext, wait. When you feel rejected, remind yourself that your peace is yours. Build your body, your mind, your mission. And watch how the world and women start responding to you differently. Because the most attractive man is the man who is calm, present, and fully alive, with or without her. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.